Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool Autism Life. My name is Jamie, and this week's video I am very excited because I am like on the ball, which never happens. I am making a video to celebrate and let everyone know who is on my channel about the Gather Round sale. They're having their summer sale, which they usually do in the summer, their back to school sale. They're having it in March. So the dates are March the 28th to the 30th, so next week. And I am in no way, shape, or form being, what's the word I'm looking for now? My brain is going to do this to me. I am not being sponsored by them or anything like that. I just love using their curriculum for a multitude of reasons, and I figured that I would share some of those. I would also share some of the reasons why it works so well for our family, and I thought that it might give you some ideas if you're looking at this curriculum, if you're thinking about it and you're wondering if it might be good for your special needs child, all of those things. That is what we're going to discuss today. So the main thing to remember is that Gather Round is having their sale. I don't take advantage of their bigger sales just because we only do a certain amount of units per year, and I've never spent as much as you would need to get some of the upper tiers, but I still find that it's really useful to get that discount anyway. So March 28th to the 30th, in case I forget to say it later. So how I've always picked units is that I've always looked at it from a history, social studies perspective, geography perspective, and then incorporated our science units. Sometimes some of the mini units I will use during months that I know are crazy and busy in my life. We're coming up on one. April is insane for me, and so I always tend to use a mini unit to be able to do school and keep that ball rolling. The momentum is still moving, but it's a lot shorter of a day, so then I can make the birthday cakes and do all of the other things that I need to do on those months. But the main thing that I do is I usually pick from those history, geography units, and then I intersperse them with a science unit. And I found that really has worked out well for the most part. There was one time when I strayed from that because we did the Asia unit, and it didn't say anything about Russia because it's an intercontinental country, and so they had it in Europe, and I was like, that cannot stand. It's just a personal, I was like, no, 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 no. And so we did Asia and Europe back to back so that I could be like, and we're going to leave up the Asia map, and we're going to talk about Russia as it's the biggest country in Asia. I could not leave it as that. So that's about the only time that I've ever done that, but it can get heavy because those continent units are very much history and geography. So there's like flags, and we do map work, and we do all of those kind of things together. And I've loved it. My kids have a better understanding of the continents than I did going through all of my years of school. And I'm so thankful for those units because they have those flavors. So we just finished the last of the continents unit. We just finished Antarctica, which was a huge, huge history component one, which was lots of fun to read about. And there was some map work, but it's a little bit less because nobody really lives there except the scientists who are doing experiments and stuff. So the great thing is that now we're going to be cycling through. There will be a video sometime during the summer, I think. So if you are not subscribed and you want to know how I'm going to use those lessons through a second time, I am changing it up. I am not sticking and just reading it all the way through, and just, we are going to level up every child who's doing it, but it's going to be a little bit different because I want them to take some more ownership. We're nearing the stage where my girls, specifically my eldest daughter, middle child, she is going to be nearing those high school. She's going to be in grade 8 and like grade 9-ish. And so I'm wanting her to take more initiative, and, you know, just, I want her to take a leading role in her schooling. And I think Gather Round has done a wonderful job of allowing us to do those things, kind of give us ideas and then tell our kids to run with them. And that's what I love about this curriculum, is that it is so flexible. So with my daughter, I have plans to take Africa and change it, and like I said, I will discuss that more later, but I have that as being a jumping off point for her to be able to take charge of her learning and be excited about what she's learning. And at the same time, the exact same curriculum I can take and simplify it for my special needs son. My son is 14 years old. He has autism, and he has an extreme sensory issue with holding a pencil for too long. So that means that even though he is in grade 8 this year, technically, he doesn't do grade 8 level work. And I had to work to be okay with that. But it's one of those things where I have found this curriculum to be wonderful, to be able to adapt to what my son needs and feel like he's getting the core and the, yeah, he's getting the meats and the potatoes of the lesson that we're learning about, even if it takes us 2 days to get through that lesson. I don't read to him the teacher's guide, but what I love about Gather Round is that we could be doing this when he is 22, if that's what happens, or 26, and that's maybe when he's going to want to listen to the information in the teacher's guide. In the meantime, I can adapt it. So when we were learning about space, that's the unit we've been working on and finishing up over the course of the last 2 years, because I do lots of other things with him intermixed. One of the things that I've done with him is, if we're learning about the planet Neptune, I have space cards where I read him the back of the card that has Neptune, and then we fill in the blanks of whatever the questions are. And it's just, it takes it from a long 20 minutes of reading the teacher's book to one little card, and he gets the same information, meats and potatoes, and we fill out the pages that are in the books, the kids manuals. No, kids books, whatever they are called. He is doing early elementary right now just because it requires a lot less writing, and that is something that he needs right now. But I love that ultimate flexibility. So I just wanted to give you the heads up that that is what I love about the Gather Round units. That's why I will be purchasing next year's units, the ones that have been made already. And I will be keeping an eye out for another one-day sale or whatever to get the ones that aren't available yet for purchase. And I just wanted to be like, don't forget the sale. So it's March 28th to the 30th. I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that you are like going, oh, okay, that's why that makes sense and that's why that works for you. But I hope it gives you some ideas, and we will talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.